Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday Strength in Numbers Coffee Chat. I'm Charlene Tessier, and I'm here with Wendy, and she is our special guest. And I'm going to share a little bit about Wendy. She has quite an amazing story, actually. She went bankrupt and was being harassed at work. And Wendy vowed that she would never work for anyone again. And she never did. And today she has a net worth of over $1.2 million. And she uses her skills as an MBA, psychologist, and sex worker to teach women how to find money opportunities, resources, and experience they need to create and support their ideal lives. So she's really helping you with financial wellness for all women, and that's her life's mission. Welcome, Wendy, to our coffee chat.
Thank you. One correction, I'm not a sex worker, although I do support sex work being legalized, but I'm not a sex worker. I'm a sex educator. That's what I do.
Oh, my apologies if I said the wrong
That's okay. You said sex worker, and I'm not offended at all. I talk about all things that people don't want to talk about. And so, whatever anybody does that is of full consent, I'm all for it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for that correction as well.
Sure.
Sorry.
That's okay.
And so how is your week going this week? I know you got a lot going on.
Yeah, this week has been really, really wonderful. I am doing a challenge in my group that is about taxes. I have found a way to make taxes really, really fun. I got audited and I decided to juice it up and make sure that people were not afraid. I wasn't afraid. It came at an awful time, but I wasn't afraid. And I wasn't afraid because I knew that I had the tools to be able to address any audit. And I also had the resources in case it comes up that I had to pay something. And so it is my goal that people have that sense of wellness, that they have that sense of security and freedom. And so that's what I have set out to do with everybody. Yeah.
Wow. Could you give me one little tip, or how do you make it fun? Because that's my question. I can't really imagine that.
You can't even imagine.
I do taxes for my clients, and
oh wow.
I mean, I'm paid to do it because it's not very fun. It's okay for me. I wouldn't say fun, but I wonder how you make it fun.
Well, one thing that we do that is making fun, like on our first day, I provided them with a checklist, and they went through and they looked through and found the things that they could easily put their hands on. Like, don't make it complicated, And so, with a checklist, they were like, oh, I could find this. I know how to do this. Oh, I wasn't even aware that I should be looking for that, So you can kind of simplify things by knowing what you got to do, The next day, we kind of talked about things in terms of, and they will never forget this. Like I said, are you team monogamy or team polygamy? And they were like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, let's talk about deductions. Okay. The standard deduction is like monogamy. It is traditional. It is just one thing. And it is a set practice that we do. When you talk about polygamy, you talk about itemized deductions. There may be a few things that you haven't thought about, a few things you want to try. It's not the standard thing. So let's think about things in that manner. And so dig in here. I gave them another checklist so that they can look through and see like, I didn't know I could possibly deduct this. And maybe something that I'm not really familiar with, like polygamy or polyamory or just anything other than traditional marriage, like let's think about it that way. And so those are the kind of things that I do to make it fun. You need to learn and you need to do that, but you also need to find a way to juice it up a little bit.
Oh, that is very fun. That sounds very nice. And actually, so that people know, because you have an American audience base. I'm Canadian, so I don't do taxes for Americans, and I don't know anything about American tax. I only service Canadians for that area.
And I'm American, and I'm not a CPA, and I don't do taxes. But as I said, I got audited, and I sent them 57 pages of response in a cool, calm manner. I knew what to do. I didn't know what to do. I'd never been audited before, but I jumped in and made it a game. Like let me discover and let me find out. And that's part of what I do in my work, is make it fun, make it safe, and make it not troubling, so that, or no shame too. No shame.
Yeah. That's really nice. And I mean, it's tax season. I think you guys have your remittance at the end of the month as well. I'm not exactly sure the tax
Yeah,
dates, but so
United
people are
States has
getting stressed
moved.
about it.
Yeah. They are stressed. They are. And so if you can imagine normal tax season and then getting a letter from the IRS that says you're being audited, and I had just moved, I had moved like 30 days before, and my dad, who was my tax accountant, he died. He just died in January. And so it is everything was crazy. And so I was like, if I can get through this, if I can get through this and make it so that it's not unbearable, then I want to help other people. So that's how the challenge came about.
Wow, that's so amazing. And yeah, that's such a nice give back, because a lot of people, they just kind of shy away from that and stay away.
Yes.
But I know you are the sexy money kind of coach, and
Yes.
you've got something going on next week. It's a
Hmm.
masterclass on the 13th or 16th, or you can come to both dates. I
You
don't see
can.
why not.
Yep. Yep.
And she's gonna be showing you three things wealthy people are talking about at their dinner tables that you aren't. So that is very interesting. You want to share a little teaser?
Yeah. So, wealthy people are thinking about money but in different ways than people who don't have wealth are thinking about money. And so I just really was thinking about, I wonder what they're talking about. Because as I grew from filing bankruptcy to being worth $1.2 million, I was thinking about different things and talking about different things. And so it is a teaser, but I think the first thing is it's about security. It's about financial security. Like they're talking about financial security. They're talking about, their savings and their credit and debt and all of those kind of things. So that's kind of one big bucket. And then they're also talking about now is financial freedom. Like, what do I want to do? What do I
Mhm.
want to do? What do I want to do with this money? Do I want to buy more time? Do I want to buy more things? Do I want to give more? And so those are some of the things that we'll be talking about. And then there's other secrets too. So
No,
stay tuned.
yeah. Well, you have to. I will put the link down
Please.
after the broadcast into the chat so that you'll be able to sign up. It's a free workshop,
Yep.
and there was another question I had, and now it just totally slipped my mind. But
Well, I
that's
have
okay.
something else. If people
Oh yeah.
come, there is a prize.
Oh,
Someone
what
is
is that?
going to win a prize worth $2,000.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Amazing.
Yes. Yes.
So
So
you definitely gotta come. I
yeah.
might even.
Oh,
I'm
good. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
very curious what people are
Mhm.
talking about around
Yeah.
the dinner table. I think most of us didn't grow up in those with that kind of background, and so we have a lot of money blocks that come
Yeah.
from our family upbringing of what we heard from
Absolutely.
our parents and our relatives about money, really.
And it's funny that you mentioned that because, like I am an MBA. And so there are tactical and tangible skills that we need to learn or we need to unlearn, or relearn because I didn't grow up in wealth. I didn't grow up with a household that were talking about the things I'm going to share. I didn't. I had to learn these things for myself and I made lots of mistakes. And so what you were talking about the things we learned from our families, I mean, that's one piece of you mentioned Sexy Money. I run Sexy Money Club where we get through that baggage. We get through that mindset stuff. As a psychologist, I am equipped to help people to get through that. And then my sexpert stuff, you said sex worker, which is going to make me laugh all day. And I'm going to be telling that all day. Have you ever been called a sex worker? But that is feeling good, feeling good and confident and strong. And I work primarily with women because I believe that we will change the world. I just do. It's not that I don't work with men, but I work primarily with women. And we need to feel good and feel juicy and feel yummy to be able to do the things that we want, ask for the things that we want and get them.
Mm.
And so that's how you combine all the things that I am into what I do now.
Oh, nice. And now I did actually remember my question. It came back to me
Oh,
while you
good.
were talking there, and that is, like I'm thinking about going, but I mean, people who are watching this, maybe they're wondering, is this for me really? Should I be there? So who do you think is kind of the best person to come and check out your class?
Yeah, so this class, is for most people. It's for people who didn't grow up talking about money. It's for people who didn't have access to, examples. Like, I'm what a millionaire looks like, And if you think that when you think of millionaire, you don't think of someone like me, or that's so far down the list, then you're
Mhm.
having trouble thinking that that could be somebody like you. You know, and
Yeah.
so it's really about, learning. If you, I've had clients say to me, after they worked with me, that this was the first time I really thought about, my net worth. This is the first time that I really thought about, the things that I've learned and how they're getting in my way. This is the first time I understood, that one client just told me, that I helped her see that money could come from sources other than when someone dies. Like, let's
Ooh.
just take that in. We are sometimes, I get goosebumps. We're sometimes so blocked that we think that we can't do it ourselves, that we can't, or that it has to be difficult, or that it has to be hard, or I don't want to give up this. And like, be clear. If you want to have things other than what you have right now, you have to do different things. And you have to be the kind of person that welcomes those things. So there are changes to be made, but it doesn't have to be like, oh god, I really miss my fill in the blanks. I always use
Mhm.
the example of the latte factor. Like, if you love Starbucks, do it. If it gives you pleasure and joy, like, do it. But I guarantee that there are things that you are doing and paying for without thinking that are not giving you that much joy. You know what I mean? That you could do without, so that you could shift the money, shift the mindset, so you could have the things that you want for your ideal life.
Wow, wonderful. That's so exciting. And that sounds like such a wonderful workshop. I will throw up just the details there again on my screen here. So that's next week,
Yep.
13th. I don't know what days those are. 13th and 16th. I have to check
That's
my
the
calendar. All a blur.
Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and
And
Friday
at
next week.
what time again? On 13th? There are two
On
different
the
times.
Yes, on the 13th it is 4 p.m. Pacific, and so that is 7 p.m. Eastern. And on Friday the 16th it is 11 a.m., which is 2 p.m. 11 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific.
Oh,
Yes.
2 p.m. Pacific. Okay, good.
Yes.
So we're clear. But I will also put the link down in below, and on the page that you sign up, it has the dates, specific breakdowns of the dates and the time. So just double check your calendar and make sure you get the right time there. Thank you
Awesome.
so much
You are
for
welcome. Thanks
the
for having me.
chat.
I
It
really
was such a
appreciate it.
lovely time chatting with you.
You too. You too. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. And I just am grateful to be able to share this information. It is my goal to make financial wellness a self care habit. It is my goal, my goal, my goal.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.